Hi, I'm Esther Jones and I'm a hypnobirthing practitioner, and I've been working with women and couples since 2007. So a concern often shared by both partners is how they're going to manage to communicate with each other during labour. So when many women are worried about how they'll express their needs without offending their partner, like how can you say that you don't want to be touched or talk to at a particular moment without making your partner feel bad or feel like they're doing something wrong? And for the partner, how can they work out what you need without you telling them that? So when a woman is deeply in her birthing space, she may well find it very hard to talk and to articulate what she may or may not need. So does the partner just have to guess? Well, it doesn't need to be that hard, but it does require some preparation, some intuition, and lots of love. So hopefully you're watching this video with your partner, and if not, here are some things that you could talk about together before labour to make sure that your communication is as good as it can be during labour. So first was preparation. So key to all of this is that your partner feels confident and relaxed in their role as birth partner. So if they are anxious or fearful, it's just going to be much harder for them to communicate with you in a way that's empowering and reassuring to you. And the more your partner understands about your preferences, about how you feel about the birth and what you want from the birth, the more prepared they'll be to understand you. So ideally, your partner should be as involved as possible during pregnancy. So attending prenatal classes with you, working through the birth plan together, visiting the place where you're going to give birth. Very importantly, they should be familiar with all the different tools and techniques that you're using to prepare for birth. So whether it's breathing, relaxation, whether it's hypnobirthing tools, your partner should join you in your practice sessions so that they are then able to easily remind you or accompany you in these tools during the birth. So intuition and observation, well, while tools are very important and helpful for the person accompanying, it's also equally essential for the partner to be intuitive and observant. So it's helpful to think of labour as a dance that will change as it moves along. So for example, you may find breathing together really helpful for a while, but then as the surges become more intense, you have to focus more, and that might become very distracting to you. Or sometimes words might be very soothing, and other times you might just want total silence. So you're going to be giving your partner lots of non-verbal clues which communicate exactly how you're doing. So long, deep breaths, swaying, closed eyes, low sounds, they all indicate that you are deep in your birthing space. Whereas perhaps, restlessness or voicing doubts or fears probably mean that you're finding it really hard to find that space. So if your partner is attentive to these signs, they're going to find it much easier to understand how to accompany you. But leaving those signs aside, it's also important that you are able to clearly express when you no longer need something, or if you just need something else. So talking through how you might do this before birth is very helpful. So your needs are going to keep changing and evolving, and your partner should feel no criticism whatsoever when you let them know that the dance is just shifting to somewhere new. So bear in mind that as labour moves along, it's going to get harder for you to actually verbalise what you need. So you may find it easier then to give feedback with some kind of sign. So for example, you could agree that if you don't want to be touched or talked to, you'll just hold up your hand. And your partner also needs to be careful about how they interpret and respond to how you express what you're feeling. So particularly if you are vocalising or moving around, which is perfectly normal, it may seem to your partner that you're in a lot of pain, but it may absolutely be the case that you're doing really well with the sensations, in which case a suggestion of pain could really sap your confidence and be quite demoralising for you. So a good idea is to take the word pain off the table completely unless you want to talk about it. So those are just some ideas of things that you can explore with your partner to really enhance your communication during labour. And finally, the birth partner, it really is an important role, and the more in tune your partner is with you, the better support they'll be. So for a deeper understanding of the birth partner's role in labour, I would suggest watching my video, The Importance of the Birth Partner.